Thank you very much, Shocks. With just 16 games left in the split, here is how the table looks. In the top, it is Alliance. They have been at first place every single week this split, and that hasn't changed. They still control the top and show no signs of stopping. Fnatic are right behind them, though, after that win in our last match, and behind them are the Super Hot crew now, who have sole control of third place.
Yeah, because Millennium, they have slipped down to 4th place, and SK Gaming are right in the middle in 5th place with 12 wins and 12 losses. And one match behind them is Rocket, who had an uneven week, but they are still the team to beat for that 6th place position, as the Copenhagen Wolves can only hope now to match their record and force a tiebreaker.
And every week we like to look at the teams. It is time for us to put together our own All-Star team for Week 10. Here are our OP players of the week. So, top lane, starting off, it is Freddy. Freddy122, he has been in Italy both games and performed fantastically.
Such a good Nidalee game. He played it as well last week and he dominated on it. Good laning phase, picks up a lot of kills, and it was just very important for SK Gaming to get a win now. Freddy definitely helped.
Yeah, absolutely. The shot caller, of course, turning things around finally for SK Gaming, picking up their first win in 6. Next up, the jungle, Cotnex. He has played fantastically well. Cotnex, of course, over on Lee Sin. Not quite so much for his Rengar, but definitely for his Lee Sin.
His Lee Sin performance yesterday was very strong. We're just going to see a clip here how he actually kicks Broken Shot away, goes back in, steals the Baron. It's just so well done because it's so fast. He puts the Q onto Baron, kicks Broken Shot, and then he jumps back in, gets it. And his Lee Sin performance yesterday was great. Rengar today still needs some work. Good start. Team fights, not so much.
Definitely needs work. Well, the mid lane, well, no surprises here for me. It was Selfie, of course. 17 kills as Ari, the most this week. You know, we talked about, should it be a ban? Maybe it should be another ban from Selfie.
Yeah, he looked so good, and we always talk about with Selfie how he's a very, very good player. He just makes some wrong decisions from time to time. This week, however, he didn't do it. Picks up here a double kill, which really turned the game around against Gambit. And as long as he performs, Super Hot crew win games.
Fantastic stuff. Alongside him for Millennium was Creaton on Corki. He has incredible stats right now. 14, 3, 11 just in these 2 games. Overall, he's plus 40 kills on Corki in just 5 games.
Really been his new main champion here. And yes, they lost to Fnatic, but he still had a very good performance. And just racking up the kills from yesterday's game against Copenhagen Wolves. And it's just a pick which really fits Millennium. Mid-game power, let's go for it.
Well, it's the escape as well, the maneuverability of that Valkyrie. Of course, the support, who else would it be? It's the man from Alliance. He broke his 1,000 regular season assist, just chasing hard behind Team Curse's X Special, of course. Fantastic stuff from Nif, 0-0-22 in that final game today.
And it's just, Nif is such a good support, also because he doesn't draw any attention. Like, he will always be there with the team. He will always set up a lot of kills for everyone, but you don't actually yell at, oh my god, Nif, with the massive plays again. But he's just always part of everything, so great performance.
I remember being with the team while Froggen talked about Yellow Star. It's like, no, he's probably the best support in Thingum. Nif's like, really? 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 Right here. But yeah, absolutely proven his worth. Of course, we have an MVP every week, and this week we've decided Week 10's action is all about Super Hot Crew's Selfie in that mid lane. Fantastic performance from him this week.
Yeah, when you carry 2 games on Ari, you deserve to get the MVP. And he's so important for Super Hot Crew. We always talk about it. He needs to go into Super Week now, and he needs to perform like he's doing now. And then maybe Super Hot Crew can actually get towards the 2nd place. Will be very hard, however.
Now to highlight Selfie's gameplay on the Nine-Tailed Fox, we have a clip of him diving SK's Candy Panda under the bottom inhibitor turret and blowing him up.
Selfie continues to split push off Candy Panda. Oh, he's going to get no one. There is the kill. And that's what happens.
Well, flash charm. That was a great play.
That's what happened, man.
That is indeed what happens. When you're that fed, it just feels so comfortable for you. And a very, very happy Selfie there was very pleased with himself because he's been looking for a new champion and he seems to have found it.
Could be a ban next week. Also against Fnatic. We have seen a lot of Ari coming up. Small buffy in 4.12. The mid laners
Suddenly he's
really
back.
seem to like it.
Yeah. Well, the LCS action will be continuing tomorrow in North America with a bout between LMQ and Complexity. That will be followed by Team Solo Mid taking on the Evil Geniuses.
And then we'll see Cloud9 against Dignitas and Counter Logic Gaming against Curse. And tomorrow's North American Challenger Series semifinals has Team Coast taking on Team 8 in a best of 3. And those matches, they start on Saturday at 9 p.m. Central European Summertime, 12 noon Pacific.
And remember, of course, to join us next Tuesday as our Super Week gets underway on July 29th for the start of the final week. This split. Gambit going to be facing off Copenhagen Wolves. It's a big game for them to start with. And then it's going to be Alliance versus Roccat. That will be followed by the Wolves, who will square off against Fnatic.
And after that, we have SK Gaming against Millennium. And then our featured matchup of the day, Super Hot Crew taking on Fnatic.
And that all begins on Tuesday, right after the LCS preview show at 4:30 p.m. Central European Summertime, which is, of course, a very early 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Now, of course, it is time to send it over to the Europe.